Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakah Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakah Dhumaketurganadhyakshah Palachandro Gajananah Vakratundah Surpakarno Herambah Skandapurvajah Suklambaradharam Vishnum Sativarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopasanteye Yasyatvaradavaktraadhya Parishadhya Parastatam Vignam Nighnanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamastraye Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheswarah Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Krishna Dvaipaya Namjasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabchabhaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Now it came up to number second Slokam in Adhyayam 9, Skandam 3, Srimad Bhagavatam by Sage Vyasa. In the second Slokam, we saw how Brahma is worshipping Srimad Narayana here. That comes whenever you see Avatara Purushan, whenever you see the divinity, are able to experience a divinity automatically without you realizing that's what you do. You worship and you praise and you pray. As it happened to Dhruva also, as Prahlada, everybody. So Brahma is no different. And the second Slokam, let us take it up today. We covered the meaning yesterday, so we'll take up the overall meaning. We'll take up word by meaning today. Rupam yetat avabodha rasa udayena sasvat nivritta tamasaha sat anugrahaya adau gruhitam avatara satayeka bijam yat nabhi padma bhavanat aham avirasam. Now, the invisible, the uncognizable becomes visible and cognizable. That we call as avataram. Avataram does not mean descending down. Okay, there is one meaning like that. In music scale, yes, it means that. But avataram, when Bhagavan is present everywhere, so where is there for him to descend down or coming from where, right? So as Bhagavan himself describes, Swami himself says what avataram is. Just like a mother bends down to pick up the child, okay, Bhagavan manifests himself in a way, and he manifests himself for devotee's sake, bhakta samrakshanam. In that process, just like a way a cow gives milk to his calf, that's the only reason the cow secretes milk, for his calf only. But incidentally, we all benefit from it, right? Like that, when Bhagavan manifests himself in a cognizable way, in a visible manner, for the sake of his devotees, the yearning and response to the yearning and the call of the devotees, and to give succor and comfort and encouragement to them, we all benefit from that. The avataram means that. So here, the invisible, the thing that is beyond cognition, beyond the ability of the mind and the intellect and the senses and all that, that entity that is there, which is nothing but prema. Now, that is in the Vaishnava Sampradayam. They have 5 different ways of worship. Okay, there are 5 forms of God rather. One is the Param. We call it Parama Purusha, right? Parama Padam. That is where everything is just the ocean of love is present. Prema is there, without any differentiation. Ekam Sat, and the cognition and visibility becomes necessary only when there is more than one. If I am the only one present in this whole prapancham, I need not have a name. I don't have to cognize myself. I don't have to relate to myself, right? There's only one entity. That is Param. Paramapurushan, we call it. Okay. Then comes Vyuham, where this Srimad Narayana, the vision, the darshan of Bhagavan lying down on the bed of Adisesha. And there is a very beautiful meaning why it is like this, which I believe I've shared with some of you earlier, so I'm not going to go into that now. That darshan that Bhagavan had, and which is so inspiring, inspirational, and it's enchanting, and for those of us who even begin to think and talk about it, right? Immediately it takes us to a different plane. That is the very first avataram of Bhagavan, the manifestation in a cognizable manner. So that is called Vyuham. Then from there comes the Vaibhavam, which is all the other avataram. They call Rama avataram, Krishna avataram, Kalki avataram, Parasurama avataram, Narasimha avataram. So many Kapila avataram, Vyasa avataram, whatever way we talk about, those are all Vaibhavam, where Bhagavan manifested himself to show us the way, to show you and me, each one of us, what is the path, how should I conduct myself, how should I think, how should I speak, what should I do having taken this body, what should I really do, and what should I really strive for, right? In that process, he every avataram, Vaibhava avataram, tells us and manifests and illustrates by their personal example how I should lead my life. Okay, so that's in addition to the teachings from Vedas and all that, these Avatara Purushans, they manifest, illustrate, imbibe, and exemplify the teachings of the Vedas in daily life. So it's easy for you and for me. If I pay attention, then I know what to do, how to lead my life. So that is the Vaibhava. Then Archavataram. Archavataram is the avataram that we do worship to. Like we do Archana, go to the temples, Sthala Purananga, Sthalam are there, Kirtangal are there, where we go, even if we go to Prayag and do Ganga Snanam there, we think of Bhagavan, right? And that Archa is the Bhagavan, the avataram, it manifests himself in a way that is suitable to me, where I can worship him. Then there is Antaryami. Out of these Antaryami, each one of us knows it is not cognizable, it is not visible, but it is very much present, very much present. Each one of us can relate to that on an individual, personal basis, even, and we know it is there, right? So that avataram, that is Antaryami. Now, these 5 forms of worship, here Brahma says the very first avataram of Bhagavan in a cognizable, in a visible, manifested manner from the Param, from the Paramapadam, right? And that is this avatar portion of Srimad Narayana reclining on the bed of Adisesha, resplendent all over, in the midst of the ocean of prema. These waters are not H2O. The water is a thing we describe in English, but please, it is not the ocean that we see. This is nothing but the saharam of prema. Okay? In that, Bhagavan is lying down, and on top, lying down on the bed of a controlled mind. The mind is fully under his control. That is what Adisesha represents. Now, having given this, been blessed with this darshan, Brahma continues. This is what he says in Slokam 2. He says, Rupam yat yetat. Rupam means form. Yat means which. That you all know. Yetat. Okay. Yat yetat. Yat means which. Yetat that. So in English, we have to break it down like that. So which is this, that one is. Okay. This form of yours that we say, Avabodha Rasa. Avabodha Rasa. Beautiful word. So Raso Vaisaha is what the Vedam says. Taittiriya Upanishad says, the rishis who have experienced Bhagavan says it is a rasam. The essence of everything is Bhagavan. That is prema. So the avabodha rasa means that the essence of this Bhagavan, which is nothing but prema, udayena, manifested. Okay, manifest means what? My senses perceive it, my mind perceives it. That's what manifestation means. Something that my senses cannot perceive or the mind cannot conceive of, it is not manifested to me, right? So, udayena, that is no. This is because like a mother bends down to pick up the child, the invisible Parabrahman makes itself visible in a way that the devotee can relate to it. This is the greatest, if I can use the word, the greatest, the aspect of Bhagavan's karuna and daya and prema. He comes down to, in our colloquial language, he comes down to my level in order to lift me up and take me with him. This is the beauty. Who else will do that for us? You tell me, right? And so that udayena, that manifested, this rupam, this form of yours in its full essence, which is the prema swarupam itself. It is not an embodiment of prema. It is a form of prema. It's a one form of prema that is manifested itself. Swami, Saswati, forever, always, eternal, always present. Regard, when you say always, not only in the passage of time, but in all places also, right? Always it is present. And it is nivritta. So, avabodha rasa udayena sasvate nivritta tamasaha. Nivritta means freed from, right? Decoupled from tamasaha, ignorance. Okay? The tamasaha comes from attachment to the manifested things. When I attach myself to the created things, I become ignorant. When I attach myself to the Creator, then I become knowledgeable. It is as simple as that. So tamasaha, due to the ignorance attached to the, because this is what Brahma was. He was attached to the body, so he wanted to find out, and his mind was operating. Where did I come from? So that is the body and the mind attachment, and that is ignorance. That's what he's talking of. So freed from that ignorance, Swami, you have blessed me with this form of yours, which is so full of overflowing with prema. And why? Sat anugrahaya. This is what Bhagavan does. To you, to me, to Brahma, to everyone. Sat anugrahaya. The anugraham is without Bhagavan's anugraham, nothing can move, nothing can be. You, me, the wealth we have, the positions we have, scholarships, the popularity, whatever the health we have, none of that will exist, right, without Bhagavan's anugraham. Something to always keep in mind. Now, when all of us live, are born and live, and then we pass away, in our life we are blessed with so many things, infinite amount of things that we are blessed with. In spite of that, we want more and more and more, and still Bhagavan gives us more and more, whatever we ask for. That anugraham is there. But Sat anugraham means Sat, people who are yearning for and grasping and grabbing Bhagavan's lotus feet, who want Swami's company only. Those sadhus, those Sat, those people who are yearning for the thing that is permanent, not temporary, right? For those people, Bhagavan's anugraham is different. He gives them his own darshan itself. That is Sat anugraham. Much more than, if I want Bhagavan, he gives me himself. If I want other things, he gives me all the things I ask for. But when I ask for him, for his sake, not because I want anything else, right? But then that he gives me his own darshan. And when that darshan comes, sparshan comes, and sambhashan comes, there is nothing in this world, nothing beyond this world that can equal that. But Sat anugrahaya, and you're given this darshan is rupam. Okay, adau. Now, adau gruhitam avatara. Adau means in the beginning is one way of understanding. The moment you say in the beginning, along with that, you understand it is a function of time. Right? That means at the beginning of time, in the beginning of creation, right? There is something that my mind conceives. But Bhagavan is beyond that also. Please understand, beyond the beginning of time, beyond the beginning of creation. So that order, the original, the only entity that is there all the time is Adau. The only entity, the permanence, the prema, that is the one that is always present, and that is beyond time. It is not past, present, or future. It is beyond all that, and it's beyond all places, because it encompasses everything, time and place and everything, dwells in it, lives in the womb of this prema. So that Adau, the original, the one and only, gruhitam avatara. Gruhita means to grasp, to grab something, to accept something. But what does Bhagavan accept? He decided himself for avatar, to manifest himself. It is tat anugrahaya the avataram comes. Okay? And that avataram, sata eka bijam. This is very important. Now, Brahma himself is an avataram. You are an avataram, so am I. So is everything that you see in this prapancham, including an earthworm that is moving around, including a cockroach that is moving around. Everything is an avataram of Bhagavan. There is no different bodies, that's all. But the difference is, my story and my life is not worth repeating at all. It doesn't inspire. Whereas a life of an avatar, a Purushan, lived according to the principles of Dharma, principles of Prema, principles of Satyam, that is worth emulating. Okay? So those avatars, when Bhagavan comes and leads a life of selfless love, absolutely Prema, 100% selflessness, right? And that it goes through all human difficulties and challenges, but that holding on to that selfless love is never given up, because that is its nature. That is worth emulating. Those are the true avatars, okay? And each one of them is a Purna avatara. And we should not confuse that Krishna avataram is Purna avataram and Rama is not. Those are all not correct, because every one of those avataram comes down to carry out a certain mission and completes it, and then it disappears. But in that process, every single avataram leads and demonstrates only a life of selfless love. So, but that is the beginning. In the very Adau avataram has come. In the original avatar, the manifestation is you, Swami. You are the very first avataram. To put it very in a crude colloquial manner, is what Brahma is saying. You are the very first avataram. Because of your anugraham, you are manifesting yourself to me. Now this avataram, the very first one, what does it do? Sata eka bijam. Bijam means seed. You put one seed, how many plants come out of it? Plant comes out, from one plant, you get hundreds of seeds, and then each one of them goes, you get hundreds more, thousands more. I mean, it multiplies, isn't it? Right? So this avataram of Bhagavan Srimad Narayana, reclining on the bed of Adisesha, that darshan, not only just reclining, the whole prapancham was contained in him, as we saw earlier in the last chapter. That's a darshan that Brahma had, the Visurupa darshanam. Of everything was contained in him. And that darshan, that avatara Purushan, is the seed of innumerable. Sata eka means not literally translated. It is basically infinite amount of avataram that is going to come out of it. Okay, which means the progeny, procreation, various creatures and creations are going to be created, human being among one of them, but there are so many other creations that are not human beings. Everything is going to be created. Every single one of them is an avataram of this Bhagavan. And the seed for that is the very first avataram of Srimad Narayana reclining on the Adisesha beds. But why is it a seed? Because that seed is the one that containing the whole prapancham within it. This is the darshan that Brahma had. So when it contains the whole, everything is contained in that seed, that is the very first seed. So Sata Eka Bijam. Yet, that this thing which is Nabhi Padma Bhavanat Aham Avirasam. This, from this very first avataram, the very first seed, from its navel, in the lotus flower coming out of this navel, Swami, Bhavanat, which is Bhavanat here, the home for you, for me, for Brahma, for everyone is that navel, that womb. That is where we all have come from. Okay, so he says, Bhavanate, from the home, from my home, I see this lotus flower coming out of the Nabhi, which is the, as we covered earlier, even now this is replicated in your birth, in my birth, in everybody's birth. When we are born, before we are born, in our mother's womb, we are connected by placenta, isn't it? And when we come out of the mother's body, the placenta also comes out, which is cut. The placenta is our life-sustaining thing as we are growing in the womb. Same way. And we come out of the mother's womb like that. So this is what the Nabhi, coming out of the Nabhi means. Okay. Now the Padmam and the stalk of the lotus thing, that has a different significance. Okay, very important significance. But the idea, we are all coming from the womb of the mother. Okay, we are physical mother, but our original mother is really Bhagavan, Srimad Narayana, lying down on the bed of Adisesha, amidst the ocean of prema. That is where you and I and everyone is born from. So that's what he says, Bhavanate, the Nabhi Padma, Bhavanate, from the home, Aham Avirasam, Aham, I, myself, Brahma, Avirasam, generated, was born, came out of. That's what he says. So beautifully he says, after tapas, which means his mind is annihilated, and complete surrender, total surrender, then the picture becomes clear. Then he realizes, oh, my home is Bhagavan Srimad Narayana, who is the very first manifestation of the unmanifested. Okay, so that's the way we have to relate to the Slokam on a personal basis. We should not think this happened, the Dithiya Parade. So let us say it happened 2 million years ago, 4 million years ago, and all that, right? It's happening right this moment, and this is the connection that you and I and every one of us have with Bhagavan Srimad Narayana. You might want to call him something else, it really doesn't matter, but that Parama Purushan, very first avatar, is how we are related. So number 2 Slokam, reading it again. Rupam yat etat avabodha rasa udayena sasvate nivritta tamasaha sat anugrahaya adav gruhitam avatar satayeka bijam yat nabhi padma bhavanate aham avirasam. Now number 3rd Slokam. In 3rd Slokam, he continues. See, the interesting thing is, very interesting to observe. We call it as worship and prayer and all that. When a devotee worships Bhagavan, we call it a stuti and all that. But it is not really, it is more than stuti, because the bhakta actually is giving vent, expressing his or her experiences, or the divine experiences that comes in the proximity, the touch and the grace of Bhagavan. So it is like a more like a conversation, okay, that they have with Bhagavan. That's what he's saying. And then at that point, every bhakta will speak only the truth. Only Satyam will come, nothing else. There will be nothing asatyam in that. This is the phenomenal purification beauty, if I can call it that way, something that happens in the presence of Bhagavan, where you speak only the truth. It's impossible to say anything else. So on each one of the slokam, we must approach it that way. This is not just an experience, but each one of them is a truth. So when he says, you are the first avataram, I come out of you, he's speaking the truth. In the third slokam, he continues, he says, Swami, I find nothing superior to you, this form of yours that you have manifested, you graced me with. Because this, what is it? It's not effulgence, means we think physically, shining, right, and bright and all that. And we give some colors to it. Yes, Bhagavan take whatever varnam, whatever color he wants to show, he will show. But what is beautiful here is not only that. It is not only that your karuna saharam, your daya, your prema that has manifested himself to grace me with this darshan, but the bliss, the anandam of your ananda swarupa is Bhagavan is nothing but ananda swarupa. And the prema swarupa that Bhagavan is, and the ananda swarupa, when he gives me darshan or gives you his darshan, what does he give? Not only just darshan, he also pours out bliss on you, isn't it? So it is a very blissful experience. That's what he says. This form of your Swami is so full of love and so attractive, so beautiful. But I don't find anything superior or higher than this, because you're nothing but an embodiment, not even embodiment, a form of bliss, a rupam, a swarupam of anandam itself. And this anandam is unobstructed. It is changeless. It is not, this is the beauty. It is constant. It doesn't increase. It doesn't decrease. It is so full in itself that it's amazing. Amazing it is. That is, and because of that, there is unobstructed brilliance. The shining is unobstructed. And because it actually lights up everything else, isn't it? And then he continues, you are the cause, Swami. Or you are the only one that you are the cause. You are the creator of everything. Brahma says, we say that Brahma is creating. No. Brahma corrects that mistake with Narada. When Narada tells him that, I think we covered that earlier. And here, again, he says that himself. Swami, you are the creator of everything. Tat savitur varenyam, we say in Gayatri Mantram. That varenyam savituhu is what he is talking of, the Bhagavan, creator. And you are the cause for everything, okay, for all the things that the various bodies, embodiment, the senses, the mind, everything else, and so many categories in the cosmos. 8.4 million types of categories are there. For every one of them, you are creating that. Because of you only they all happen. But, you are so pure. The whole world manifests in you, but you are not touched by all this. You remain yourself. You remain in that unadulterated, unpolluted purity, pavitram. The prema, this is the beauty. It can never be polluted. It can there's not even an iota of impurity can touch prema, because prema will make it pure. This is the beauty of selfless love. And so he says, even though you create the whole world, all the beings and everything else, you are the cause for it, and still you are untouched by that. This is the fundamental meaning of the Padmam, the lotus flower on which Brahma is seated. He realizes the significance of Padma, the lotus flower, and he seated on that. He says, like that, I should be untouched, absolutely untouched, not detached, okay, but just not be untouched, basically, not unconcerned with all the things that appear and disappear and all that, but remain my purity by holding on to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Okay, this is the quick overall summary of Slokam number 3, and we'll take up the Slokam with Swami's grace next class, because our time is up. Yeah, it is up.